Thank you EA for sponsoring this video. Hello everyone, welcome back to Simproved, Fry speaking here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today we are going to build a lovely LURV Hotel because the new expansion pack called Lovestruck came out yesterday, and I'm super happy that I get to build something a little bit more quirky and funny again because, you know, I love community lots a little bit more than just residentials. And of course, the first thing that came to mind when I heard Lovestruck as a title for the expansion pack, I was like, oh, so it's a little bit raunchy and it's about romance and lots of new gameplay for, you know, romantic interactions, I'd say. Also, this pack comes with lots and lots of woohoo spots, and I thought, okay, what better place to build to check out these woohoo types, I'd say, than in a LURV Hotel. So this is something that I think is a little bit more prominent in maybe the Japanese culture. So since these are a little bit more stricter at home, you don't want to, you know, show up with your boyfriend or partner just in general and do your deed there because you may be living with your parents still or something like that. So you meet up at the LURV Hotel to woohoo. And I absolutely love the idea. The Sims 4 still doesn't have any hotels, so the hotel as it is not functional. So I've set this to a lounge. And that's also how we're gonna make it possible that other Sims will spawn there. So there will be a little bar in the back of the lot, for example, so you can have like a bar mixer having there. And I think it's also like a microphone that we need. And as you can already see, I wanted to have this phallic or eggplant shape right prominently in the front. This is also going to be the entrance. We have 3 stories, and in total at the end we're gonna have 9 rooms with respectively, of course, a bathroom, you know, for sanitary reasons, I guess. Of course we're gonna go with like a pinkish flesh sort of color here. I didn't want this to be super comical. It turned out a little bit comical, but it fits into the world, you know, and it fits in The Sims because The Sims kind of has this very comical, over the top sometimes aesthetic and also animations and so on. And I think this kind of, you know, it's not too brightly super pink, but yeah, it's definitely out there, and I think you can definitely recognize it as what it is, you know. I personally thought this could be also kind of like a cool start for maybe renovating Ciudad Enamorada. That is the world that comes with the Lovestruck expansion pack. I really like this world. It's again a city world. There are some apartments. And yeah, maybe we're gonna do just base game and Lovestruck builds with that, so that when you get the pack, which is out now by the way, use code Simproved to support me if you want to at the EA app or thesims.com when you buy it. Anyways, I thought so that in the end maybe we can get a save file going. No, I can't promise you anything, but yeah, at the moment I'm pretty interested in doing that. This is also, by the way, of course, an only base game and Lovestruck build, and this was also the first build I ever did with this pack, so you can see me sometimes switching up colors and stuff because I don't know the swatches or didn't know any of the objects. And yeah, so I really like this. As you can see in the back there is the bar. I made this an outside bar lounge area because I thought there's like this nice plaza sort of place next to it, and then maybe this is kind of like a little bit more communal sort of space. So also for those who don't really want to go inside of the LURV Hotel and check in, but maybe just meet there for drinks, you know. And then there is the option to go inside and kind of get a room. So I thought that's kind of cute. Of course, with all of the items that come with the Lovestruck pack are, yeah, some of them are quite out there. Like there is a heart-shaped bed, which we definitely gonna use. There is like a lip sofa, you know, kind of raunchy and kind of comical. There's also normal stuff, lots of Mexican-inspired stuff, because yeah, that enamorada is inspired by Mexico City. And I love these. These are quite nice. I have 3 issues with some objects where I would say QA kind of messed up a little bit, because they are not proper, right? They have like some shadowing issues or clipping issues, stuff like that. But yeah, I already wrote EA, like my little list of things that I ran into. So they are apparently aware, I guess. And yeah, we're gonna use in the front on the eggplant that I want to say eggplant now, because I think I'm not allowed to say the P word on YouTube because algorithm reasons or something. But we all know what this is kind of supposed to be, the tower. And yeah, we're gonna use some of the new neon signs. These are not technically lights, these are posters. And I just thought, okay, maybe these are like, this is like the logo of the hotel. We get some air conditioning units and stuff, because the houses around it all had that, which are like the, you know, houses from the world. And I thought, okay, cool, you know, kind of have to blend in. And also I added like a row of trees and lights, so it blends into the other lots. And we also get a little bit of greenery, because I really want this to be at that spot in the world, and maybe kind of makes it look a little bit more realistic. So on the interior, I just use 2 wallpapers actually, to have this flesh color. So when you come in, everything, the ceiling, the bottom, the walls are all the same color. I know here the lighting is a little bit off in the game, but these are technically the same color all. So it kind of looks like a fleshy cave, if you know what I mean. And I kind of really love that idea. So when you come in through the eggplant, there is a little foyer with a check-in desk, lots of candles, and I wanted to have a little bit of lotions and kind of stuff that you can maybe buy there, maybe condoms, you know, stuff like that. And of course there's gonna be like a check-in sort of book. Technically a sim cannot sit there. There won't be a sim checking you in, because we don't have hotels in The Sims 4. And this is kind of like a make pretend. So see this more as a tiny little bit of lounge with lots of hotel around it. That's non-functional, but you can, of course, when you go to the lounge, just go into any room with your sim, or like your 2 sims, and you know, kind of pretend that they go to a LURV Hotel. I really like this. Maybe this is kind of cute for gameplay for blind dates, or kind of hookups where you don't want to meet at some people's place, and also, you know, kind of for safety reasons, if you're really just not interested to get to know them in some sort of way, you know, just for the hookup. So I thought this is kind of cute. Also, I could use lots and lots of the kind of very comical heart-shaped stuff from this pack, because I can't see myself really using them elsewhere, like a normal family home, if you know what I mean. So I personally thought, okay, this is, you know, the thing where I can really try out the kind of out there, you know, beds and picture frames and, I don't know, heart-shaped stuff, which is kind of very, you know, out there. Maybe like in a teen room or in a nightclub setting, some of the stuff is cool. But, you know, I really like the idea of having like this hotel to start with, so I can use the kind of weird stuff. And also I hope that you can see, you know, what I'm doing here kind of a little bit. And I try to use everything in this pinkish flesh color and kind of this saturated off-white, off rose or something. I kind of really like that color now, and I think we're gonna see a little bit more with Lovestruck builds coming in the next weeks or so, because yeah, I mean, I really like the whole idea of doing something a little bit more out there before we go back to, I don't know, Georgian, Baroque, Renaissance, and medieval kind of builds, you know. So yeah, there we go with the bedrooms. So the bedroom, of course, have the heart-shaped bed, which is of course a nod to the Sims 1 heart-shaped bed, which this is, by the way, not the exact one, because I remember it being the real heart-shaped bed that every Simmer knows, kind of, because it's like kind of this iconic item that gets put into the other packs as well, you know, through the times, the base games. And I think the original one has kind of lace border around the heart. And so this is like an updated, I would say, modern version. And it also vibrates. So you can make it vibrate and also lights up a little bit and stuff. So there's a little bit of extra when you woohoo in there, or just, you know, have it in your room. Yeah, it's kind of... yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's not like a bad, and this is definitely all the out there stuff. The heart-shaped tables, as you can see, the end tables. There's a picture with this neon light around it, and of course I put the bear rug in there. That's also another woohoo spot, so they can picnic there. It's technically also like a picnic blanket. There are also picnic blankets that the Sims can now woohoo on, and I thought, okay, so they have, you know, 2 spots where they can woohoo now in this bedroom, and then we need some booze, so I put the smaller, I think this is the first 1x1 bar, so there's gonna be a bar in each room, and I thought maybe, you know, to get some drinks and kind of, I don't know, get a refill in your own room from the bar outside or something. And then, of course, the other woohoo spot's going to be the shower in the bathroom. So everything, as you can see, is going to be in this very pinkish flesh color. Kind of was going for a very sort of, I would always say, comically saturated vanilla sort of type. So this is like not super out there. Believe me, you can do a very fetish sort of room now with like snakeskin wallpaper and like black. It's very out there. So but I think I'm gonna use that for like a nightclub or something like that. If you want to have a room like that, feel free to change any of the rooms, or maybe do 3 rooms that are a little bit more out there in the color theme. But here I just wanted each and everyone to be the same, kind of like as a hotel. It kind of makes sense. Also, there's not so much clutter in there because I heavily play tested this, of course, after I was finished with building, and Sims couldn't, you know, really walk by and stuff. I had like some funny ideas to put clothes everywhere, so that when the Sims get into the room, they immediately take off the clothes to kind of suggest that. But yeah, so I had to delete all of that. But I also like the kind of more cleaner look because it looks a little bit more realistic, like in a hotel. There's not like too much stuff going on there with the decorations. Otherwise, it maybe gets broken while they woohoo a lot in these rooms, you know. So I thought maybe we kind of do it a little bit, you know, toned down, even though it's very pink and very flesh colored. Yeah, I mean, it's not a normal room, but I could have done it a little bit more extra. So with this pack, definitely there's like also swatches where I'm like, okay, I think we know what it's going to suggest here. But yeah, also I think there's like an option now to have like costume role play, so your Sims can like put on different costumes while they woohoo and flirt and stuff. I haven't tried that out, but that's also why in each room there's of course a wardrobe, so you can do that there. I hope that you can do that there, but I think they need a wardrobe to do that, I assumed. And yeah, then we had some hallways which are going to use some of the lip sofas, as you can see. The flamingo is kind of like, this is the base game flamingo, but I thought it's kind of funny because it has the exact same pinkish flesh color, meat color. So yeah, I was like, yeah, sure, because these are really small hallways and I didn't want to block everything, especially in playtesting. Some of the Sims gathered on the first floor and then blocked each other, which is kind of like annoying, but you know, nothing you can do there. And yeah, of course there's no kitchen, so be aware that you have to order some peanuts or stuff at the bar outside so your Sims get fed, or otherwise bring your own food. I don't know what your Sims are into. I mean, no, I'm not judging. But yeah, keep in mind, I of course didn't have to put a kitchen in here or some sort of fridge, so that it's maybe easier to feed your Sims midway through, because we know gameplay. But yeah, that's basically it. I copied all of the bathrooms, they're exactly the same, and then just copy pasted. Did the hallways, and yeah, that's basically the whole build, guys. This is where it is located, on the top neighborhood. I think it's called Nuevo Corazon. I love my pronunciation here. Yeah, write me in the comments if that was even right. But yeah, I really like that neighborhood. It's kind of more sprawly and it's like mid-rise to high-rise buildings there. And I thought that's perfect for like a LURV Hotel, because there's also like a neighborhood that's more suburban, so to speak, a little bit more only family houses and stuff. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy this video tour now at the end, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.